Hi, fourth graders. We're back to another week of remote learning, and we're going to be doing 3 math lessons this week, and then we'll do 1 next week, which will get us completed with Module 5, so when we come back in January, we can hit the ground running with Module 6. So this is our last full week before break, so I need you working super hard this week to get all of this accomplished, and then next week I'll take it easy on you. I'll only give you 1 math lesson and maybe 1 or 2 other little things to do next week, but and then we'll have our Christmas break. So please work super hard. I know a lot of times the week before Christmas it gets a little hairy and crazy, but I know you guys are going to work really hard. So we're on Module 5, Lesson 3, and it begins on page 109, and we're going to be multiplying using the expanded form. So you're going to be able to use partial products to find the product of a 1-digit number and a 3-digit number. So a community theater seats 123 people. A new play will run 4 shows. All of the seats are sold for all of the shows. How many tickets were sold? So our problem is we have 123 people or seats in the theater. There's going to be 4 shows, and we know that all the seats are full. So our multiplication problem is there are 4 shows, and there's 120 people at each show. So 123 times 4. Now remember, last time we were using base 10 blocks. So let's try that again, because that's the strategy we know right now how to solve these. So if I have 123, how am I going to represent that with base 10 blocks? Well, I will have 100 flat. How many longs will I have? I will have 2 longs. And then how many 1 units or 1 unit cubes will I have? I'll have 3 of those. So that's just 1 show of the theater. But I need 4 of them. So I'm going to show this 4 times. So go ahead and write this down. One more. Oops. That was a little funky. Okay. So, how many hundreds do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 hundreds plus how many tens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. And 8 tens is the same thing as 80. And then how many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So when I add this all up together, 400 plus 80 plus 12, if I line them up, make sure my place values are lined up, 0 plus 0 plus 2 equals 2, 0 plus 8 plus 1 equals 9, and 4 plus nothing is 4. So for the 4 shows, 492 tickets were sold. So pretty self-explanatory, but we don't always want to draw a picture. So how else could we do it? Well, we can use expanded form to multiply instead of always drawing a picture. And this is how we're going to do it. So to build the sets for a play, the stage crew manager buys 3 boxes of nails with 115 nails in each box. How many nails does he buy? So the first thing we're going to do is write 115 in expanded form. So we know in expanded form, we take our number and we stretch it out. So we have 100 plus 10 plus 5. We take all of our pieces and we pull them out of the number. So I have 1 100, 1 10, and 5 ones. That's how I write 115 in expanded form. And then how could we use the distributive property to find the number of nails the stage manager buys? Well, couldn't I, because he buys 3 boxes of nails, and in each box there are 115 nails, each one of these pieces are going to be multiplied by 3. So I can, oops, it should be an N, not an M. I can multiply 100 times 3, then I can multiply 10 times 3, and then I can multiply 5 times 3. I can multiply each one of those pieces by 3 and then add them together. then, sorry, not 10, then add. So, and I'm going to represent that here. So, I want to show you a picture that's called an area model. And our area model would be broken up into 3 pieces because it's a 3-digit number. And we're going to do our expanded form along the top. So we have 100, we have 10, and we have 5. And then along the side is 3. Now remember, when we find the area of a shape, we multiply, right? So in this section, it would be 100 times 3. This section, it would be 10 times 3. And in this section, it would be 5 times 3, which is what all of these: 100 times 3, 10 times 3, 5 times 3. So 100 times 3 equals, well, 1 times 3 is 3, and then I have my 2 zeros, right? 300. 3 groups of 100. 10 times 3 equals 30, and 5 times 3 equals 15. And that's what the same of each of those pieces, and then we'd add them together, right? So now I'm going to take all those pieces and I'm going to add them together. So it would be 300 plus 30 plus 15. What is 300 plus 30 plus 15? 0 plus 0 plus 5 equals 5. 0 plus 3 plus 1 equals 4. And 3 plus nothing equals 3. So we have 345. Stage measure buys 345 nails. So see how it could look daunting, right, to do 3 times 115, but by breaking it up into expanded form and multiplying just each piece and then adding them together, see how much less complicated it is to solve this problem. All right, so we're going to step it on out. So the production assistant prints 525 copies of the program for the play. Each program uses 4 sheets of paper. How many sheets of paper will be used? So we're going to find 4 times 525, and we're going to use expanded form. So our 525 in expanded form, we have our 500 plus our 20 plus our 5. So now we're going to use the distributive property. So each piece will be multiplied by 4, right? So I have 500 times 4, 20 times 4, and 5 times 4. So 500 times 4 equals what? Well, 4 times 5 is 20. And then how many zeros do I need at the end? I need 2 zeros at the end, so 2,000. 20 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8 with 1 0 on the end, so 80. And then 5 times 4 equals 20. So now I'm going to add them together. Zeros are 0. 8 plus 2 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. And then 2. So 2,100 sheets of paper will be used. So now we're going to do some checking for understanding. So Amber has 4 rolls of ribbon. How many inches of ribbon does Amber have? Well, where does it tell us how much ribbon is in one roll? Oh, right over here on our picture. 325 inches in one roll, but Amber has 4 rolls. So our problem is 4 times 324. Oops, I was getting ahead of myself. So now I'm going to do 4 times, what's my expanded form of 324? 300 plus 20 plus 4. So now I'm going to multiply each piece, and then I'll add them. So I'm going to do 4 times 300 plus 4 times 20 plus 4 times 4. What's 4 times 300? 4 times 3 is 12, and I need 2 zeros at the end, so 1,200. Plus 4 times 2. 4 times 20, but 4 times 2 is 8 with a 0 on the end, so we have 80. Plus 4 times 4, which is 16. So I have 1,200 I have 80, and I have 16. So 0 plus 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 plus nothing is 2. 1 plus nothing is 1. So there's 1,296 inches of ribbon. All right, so let's practice down here. So 219 in expanded form, and we're going to multiply it by each piece. So we've got 6 times 200 plus 6 times 10 plus 6 times 9, right? I expanded form, and each piece is multiplied by 6. Let me see if I can get that closer so you can see it a little bit better. So 6 times 2 is 12 with 2 zeros, right? 6 times 200, 12 with 2 zeros, so 1,200. 6 times 10 is 60, plus 6 times 9. This is where knowing your multiplication facts is going to be super duper important. 6 times 9 is 54. So if you have 1,200, 60, and 54, and you're going to add those all up together. 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 6 plus 5 is 11. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So 1,314. And then we have 8 times 175. I'll just draw a little line there. So when I expand this out, I have a 1 in the hundreds place, so I would have 8 times 100 plus 8 times a 7 in the tens place, 70, plus and 8 times a 5 in the ones place. 8 times 100 is 800. 8 times 70, 8 times 7 is 56 with a 0 on the end. I hope you have that. And then 8 times 5 is 40. So now I'm going to add them all up. I have 800, 560, and 40. And you're going to notice you get smaller, right? So pay attention to that. If this number in the middle is bigger than this number, there probably is something wrong. Usually it goes smaller. So zeros are 0. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Regroup my 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. So I have 1,400. I don't like how they give such tiny space to do those. Really should give a lot more room. Okay, and our last page. A school cafeteria serves 437 lunches in one day. If they serve the same number of lunches for 5 days, how many lunches will they serve? So we have 437 lunches in just one day, and there's 5 days. So we're multiplying 437 times 5. So each piece is going to be multiplied by 5. So our 4 in the hundreds place is 400 times 5, plus our 3 in the tens place is a 30 times 5, plus our 7 in the ones place times 5. So 4 times 5 is 20, and then I need to put 2 more zeros on the end, so I have 2,000, plus 3 times 5 is 15 with 1 0 on the end, plus 7 times 5 is 35. So I have 2,150 and 35. 0 plus 0 is 5 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 0 plus 1 is 1, and then 2. So they serve 2,185 lunches. Wow. That's a lot of lunches in 1 week. Okay, number 5. Tressa needs 1,800 small tiles to complete a mosaic. She buys 7 packages with 288 tiles in each package. Will she have enough tiles? Well, let's see. This is how many she needs to get. So we're going to need to multiply our 7 packages by our 288 tiles that are in each package, and then we're going to see what our answer is and compare it with that number. So we have 288 times 7. So I have 200 times 7 plus, what number in my tens place? 80 times 7 plus 8 times 7. So 200 times 7 equals, 2 times 7 is 14, and then my 2 zeros on the end, plus 8 times 7, 56 with a 0 on the end, plus 8 times 7, how convenient, 56. So now I have a 1,400, 560, and 56 that I'm adding together. 0 plus 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus 6 plus 5 is 11. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So will she have enough? Yes, because 2,016 tiles is what she purchased. So yes. And she only needed 1,800. So she definitely purchased more tiles than she needed. So that's good in case she breaks some or loses some or the color just isn't right. All right, number 2, open-ended. Use the digits 2, 4, 7, and 9 to write a 3-digit by 1-digit multiplication equation. Then find the product. So we get to make our own multiplication equation up. So let's just make it easy on us. Let's do 247 times 9. But you could do whatever, but you'll just have to check and make sure that your answer is correct. So I'm just going to do this. All right, so that equals, I have a 2 in the hundreds place. So 200 times 9 plus a 4 in the tens place, 40 times 9 plus a 7 in the ones place, 7 times 9. 200 times 9. So I do my 2 times my 9, which is 18, and then I have 2 zeros on the end, plus 40 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36 with a 0 on the end, plus 7 times 9, 63. So I have 1, 8, 0, 0, 3, 6, 0, and 6, 3. I'm going to add those together. 0 plus 0 plus 3 is 3. 6 plus 6 is 12. Regroup my 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 3, 12. Regroup my 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2,223 is my answer. All right, and our last 3. This always drives me nuts that they give such tiny space to do these problems in. Drive me crazy. So I'm going to bring a sticky note over here. So we've got 4 times 539. Sorry, that's super bright. So that equals, I'm going to do 4 times, I have 5 hundreds. So 4 times 500 plus, then my 4 times my 30 plus my 4 times my 9. So 4 times 500, 4 times 5 is 20, but then I need 2 zeros after that 20. Don't let that fool you. This 0 doesn't count. This 0 is part of 20. Okay, so it's 2,000. 4 times 3 is 12, and I put a 0 on the end. And then plus 4 times 9, which is 36. So now I will add 2,000 plus 120 plus 36. And really make sure you're lining up those place values. So 0 plus 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus 2 plus 3 is 5. 0 plus 1 is 1. And then 2. So 2,156. Sorry, that's super bright. All right, our next problem. 7 times 83. Well, this is only a 2-digit, but we can do the same thing, right? So I'm going to do 7 times, my 8 is in the tens place, so I have 80. So it's 7 times 80 plus 7 times 3. So 7 times 8 is, we've done a lot of those today, haven't we? 7 times 8 is 56, and we put a 0 on the end, plus 7 times 3 is 21. So 560 plus 21, 0 plus 1 is 1, 6 plus 2 is 8, and 5 plus nothing is 5. So 581. And our last problem, we have 9 times 222. 9 times 222. Okay, 9 times, we have a 2 in the hundreds place, 200, plus 9 times a 2 in the 20s place, or in the tens place, so we have 20, plus a 9 times a 2 in the ones place. So we know that 9 times 2 is 18, so I need 2 zeros for this one. I need 1 0 for that one, and no zeros in my ones place. So 1,800 plus 180 plus 18. 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 8 plus 1 is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. And 1. 1,998. That was the year my son was born, 1998. Alrighty, so for your independent work, you're going to be doing 5.3, and you should be able to, I'm just double checking to make sure. If you need to use a separate paper to do the work, just go ahead and use a piece of, lined paper or blank paper to do the work, and then make sure you take a picture of it and send it to me, or you send it in with your work. I really need work to be sent in. Madison, especially Madison and Owen, I don't have any work from either of you in quite a long time. And I know, Owen, you're trying to get caught up, but please send me what you already have done. Drop it off at school so that way I can start grading it, because the end of the 5 weeks is this Friday, and I need to get 5-week reports done. So I need to see whatever work you have done, so that way I can at least have that stuff for grades. Same thing with you, Madison. I have nothing from you, so I need your work. Just have somebody drop it off at school, anything that is completed, so that way I can grade it, okay? And Isabella, you've been doing pretty good about sending it in, but I'm still missing quite a few things from you, so I need stuff. I need math and vocabulary stuff handed in ASAP. I need it like sooner rather than later, okay? All right, there are 2 more videos I'll be doing for this week, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.